What would you do if your own parents told you they never want to speak to your spouse again, but still expect full access to your child? Yeah, this one's messy. I, 26F, and my husband, 27M, have been together for 8 years, married for 7. We had our first child in December 2024. For some context, my husband and my parents have always had a rocky relationship. It's gone up and down mostly due to egos and attitudes on both sides, and I've always been the one caught in the middle. There was even a 1-year stretch where they weren't on speaking terms, mostly due to my mom inserting herself into our marital issues. That part is partly on me. I used to vent to her about everything, and she would use it against him. But when I got pregnant, they all agreed to squash the drama. They wanted to be a part of our child's life without the tension. That was one of the happiest days of my life. During my pregnancy, everything was going great. My parents and husband were getting along beautifully. It was a hard pregnancy. I was seeing a high-risk doctor weekly because our baby was growth restricted. Then I had to have an emergency C-section because her heart rate dropped. But finally, she was here, and the first couple of weeks were pure magic. My Mile flew in from Australia to stay with us for a couple months and help out. She's not overbearing at all, just super supportive and easy to get along with. My parents also came to stay with us for 4 days and everything was great. 3 weeks after our daughter was born, things got weird. My parents asked to come over, then my dad called saying my mom had to visit my grandmother an hour away. I suggested he come the next day, but that's when they went cold. Suddenly, no texts, no calls, no FaceTimes asking about the baby. Days went by with silence. When I finally asked what was wrong, they said they were busy. Then they refused to let us come over on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. We didn't even get a Merry Christmas text. I called, asking what was going on. My dad was offended that I suggested he come the next day, saying it made him feel unwanted. I was blindsided as he listed everything I did wrong. I tried to explain, but nothing made a difference. I was shattered. We didn't hear from my parents for a week, but eventually they agreed to come the night before New Year's Eve. My husband was respectful, and by the end of the night we were even talking about seeing them again the next day. That's when things exploded. The next morning my dad called, furious. He said my husband was disrespectful and nitpicked everything about the visit. Then he said they were done with my husband. I tried to explain my husband was upset about how they treated me postpartum, but they didn't want to hear it. They said they never want to see my husband again, and that I should decide since I gave birth to our daughter. I felt gaslit. I want my daughter to grow up with a united family. My parents said they'd rather not see their granddaughter than speak to my husband. I can't accept that. They refused to compromise. My mom called me soulless and attacked my character. My husband and I agree. We don't want our daughter around people who treat one parent like they don't exist. Still, I can't shake the guilt. And I don't know how to feel. I needed to hear opinions outside of my family because right now they're all biased. So, am I the AH? What would you do? Would you still visit your parents? Let me know in the comments. And if you stayed till the end, don't forget to like and subscribe.